Yo, Trader Smash here. I just had a set a record today for the biggest gain on one ticker in one day in my career. So I figured I would drop some nuggets on Twitter land. All right, so let's get into this. What happened and how did I do it and what I do. So it's a classic setup. First of all, it's one of my setups. My setups have rules. They are specific setups. They have to meet certain criteria. I have entry triggers. When those entry triggers are met, I take them. I have rules based around sizing. $2,000 risk per trade is where I'm at right now. So I size according to that. One of my biggest lessons that I've learned in the last year is in the money ads and how to milk these tickers for all they're worth. Work in a core position. I call them in the money ads with rules around it. And I even broke these rules today with the in the money ads and still banked larger than I've ever in any other ticker in my career. So the important thing here is define your setups, whatever they are, define the rules and stick to them. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret, you choose. I would stop in my early days. It was so painful to stop out. I would have been like this right here was, and I'll go over it in a second, but to stop out on my short, I would have been pissed and I would have walked away pissed off because I lost money on the short. I did that quite a few times. I did stuff like I didn't stop out because I didn't want to take it, and then I stopped out up here and lost a boatload of money. All right, I'd done that too. Okay, all this pain of lack of discipline, and then the pain of regret, and I have learned this the hard way through trial and error. Just follow the setup, follow the rules, set a hard stop if you have to. It is not worth breaking them, right? That's how you get this game down. That's how you become consistently profitable. All right, so here's the setup. I like to short these double tops. This thing had pulled back into 160. It would have been a nice long, but I didn't see it. I wasn't watching it right here. It would have been nice long, really close to like probably somewhere around the 62 fib line right here. Perfect long, right? But I wasn't even watching it. As it came up here around 175, I'm looking at this every $5, 175, 180, 190, 195, 200, right? This is what I'm looking at. I want to start in, but I'm risking 195 up here is what I'm thinking, 200 max. So I size with 100 shares. I got a $2,000 per trade risk, so I size 100 shares with the plan to add really close around 195. When I get really close to my stop, I go ahead and add with some size. So that's what I did. We got this pop right at the open. I took my ad and immediately it just blew right through it. That's it. I stopped out. I ended up with a horrible, I market stopped on it. I got a 201 fill on my cover with 200 shares. I ended up losing like $5,000 right there. In the old days, I'd have just walked. I'd have been so pissed that I was wrong and I walked. But the setup this is the setup. If you're stopped out on the short, load that freaking market order and get ready to punch it long. I waited for the pullback. I got a $200.91 fill with 2K shares, and this thing freaking ripped. So I worked a core, and here's what I'm talking about even here. I didn't even sell. My first sell, let me see. My first sell was at 208.61. My first sell. So I was trying to catch the 210. I wanted to get out before the 210. It started to look like it was struggling with 210, so I sold some. Now I sold into 208. I was selling into the whole number of 210. I wanted to add back. It never came back, so I had to wait until it got over, and I ended up getting another add at 210. I worked a core all the way up, and I got all the way out of this position at one point right in here. I sold some, and then I sold the last of it. And then I tried a smaller position here, and it failed. I got out real quick. And then I ended up buying it again down in here, and I built a position, a couple thousand shares again, and then I just pieced out. And up in here was some of my best sells. So my rules dictated when I buy, when I sell. The rules did, right? Now, I didn't follow the rules meticulously and do it all right. But my point is, design the setup, define the rules, and follow them. Discipline will get you profitable. Discipline will get you to be consistently profitable. I followed my rules, and I had the single biggest trade of my life. And I didn't even do it perfectly, right? I didn't even do it perfectly. So I just want to share that with you guys. If you need help with any of that, what I like to do is I like to talk about and I like to show you how I do it, but I am not a signal service. I don't do any of that stuff. The whole point of all of this is to help you design your system, to help you design your rules, to help you design your consequences when you break them, not mine. I do things my way. I like to help traders get what they want for a really cheap price. I'm not giving it away for free because my time is worth something. But if you want to see what I got to offer, man, come check it out. I'll hook you up. Peace.